This woman is tied to the operating table. And the doctor in front of me was cold. Holding a long tube. Inject JY into her body. Immediately afterwards, the doctor threw down the towel warmly. Shouted at the door. The man immediately followed the voice. Chain Anna tightly. Drag her out of the room roughly. Brought to a shady factory. Anna found out in horror. There are several women in the house. DNQ on my chest. Eyes full of numbness and pain. And is this her tomorrow? Then the man fiercely took Anna. Push into the small iron cage. Close the rusty door again. Completely cut off her back. At this time, another woman was brought in. The administrator threatened severely. If you can't produce milk, there is only one S-road. The strong S-gas in the words scared the women with trepidation. It's late at night soon. The screaming screams beside me make Anna sober instantly. She played over it cautiously. I found Shausha next door clutching her belly. So she was going to give birth. Soon the staff rushed over. They are pulling Shausha's hair. Put her in pain to the ground. Accompanied by a sharp repairing cry. Baby is born. I saw the doctor's face sinking. Because this is a baby boy. Neither can get pregnant and give birth. Can't give birth to Mr. No use value. So the next second, baby boy being thrown into the trash can. The women witnessed this scene. Endless fear in my heart. And Shausha, who lost her child. Tell Anna almost collapsed. She once gave birth to a daughter. Was ruthlessly taken away by the administrator. When she grows up, will be pushed into this swamp. Because all the women here are treated as lowly livestock. Then Shausha desperately held Anna, begging her to accompany herself to escape this purgatory. But Anna turned around trembling. Silently refused. She doesn't know outside the cage. What kind of world will it be? There was a wailing in the iron cage late the next night. Anna stretched to her abdomen in pain. Unexpectedly, I touched an X-trace. Just when she was terrified. The administrator follows the sound. Also become anxious. Because of the X-trace on the hand. On behalf of Anna failed to conceive. It also means that there is no milk. For the administrator, milk is a symbol of performance. Their greatest pleasure every day. Just grab an electric baton. Sweeping to these iron cages. Because fear makes women more docile. They huddled in the iron cage. Waiting anxiously for his trial. The sick woman was electrocuted just like this. Those who can't produce milk are dragged away. And the female doctor didn't change her face. This group of similar people is in her eyes. Just a group of humble animals. But these scumbags don't know. Anna has decided to resist. The moment the administrator opens the door. Anna kicked him down. Then snatched his knife. Stabbed him hard in the chest. Seeing the woman in the cage. All excited. In a burst of shouts. This scum was killed. But Anna just picked up the key. Another administrator followed. She lurked by the door swiftly. Set the iron chain forward. Then Anna threw the key to Shausha. I began to quietly explore the way. Leaving the window through the dirty glass. She saw a woman who couldn't produce milk. Being used by the administrator with an electric drill SS. She endured the fear in her heart. Walked to another room. But saw dozens of women. Was forcibly tied to the machine. Forcibly squeezing fresh Mr. Anna covers her mouth tightly. Swallow all fear. Rushed into another room. But in this room, full of young girls. One of them looks like Shausha. Anna was speechless for a long time. She can't imagine these girls from birth. Stay in this world of purgatory. Will all this continue? Suddenly, a bright light lit up in the room. The new administrator pounced on. Take Anna away viciously. But when she woke up, X spots on the floor. And the administrator has been killed by Wang Chen. It turns out that Shausha saved her. Shall we escape here together? The voice just fell and the door was opened. The two hide behind the door. Then it was like a hungry tiger. Subdue female doctors on the ground. Then I opened her mouth vigorously. Cut off her tongue severely. Looking at her painful appearance. The two are very happy. Is this vicious woman? Forcing them to be ISY. To secrete a lot of milk. And now the retribution is coming. Soon, the two dragged the female doctor. Put her in a small iron cage. Let her also taste the taste of fear. Seeing the darkness all around. The doctor became more scared. She tried her best to call for help. But he can only let out a low roar. No one would understand. And the other side, walked into the factory. Man in suit and leather shoes. Is the person in charge of the milk production project. The administrator introduced the specific progress of the project. And Anna and Shausha, hiding in horror on both sides of the door. Dare not make a sound. Just a doorway. Outside the door is a noble ruler. Inside the door is a humble producer. After the person in charge left, the two ran out quickly. But no one knows what the